Hi everyone, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Finally, after many months of working on my sewing journals, I have something completed to show you. These journals are already sold and I'm ready to send them out tomorrow, but I wanted to do a quick flip through of them before I do that for the future inspiration. These journals are very special to me, especially because the last time I've done a sewing theme journal was more than 2 years ago, and I've only done one before, and I was a little bit nervous when I first started. This was a challenge for me. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that I love everything to do with nature. I love leaves, flowers, animals. That sort of theme is my theme, and probably I'd say a grungy theme as well. This is something different, but this is also part of me. It's part of my childhood. It's part of my growing up. And I've dedicated these journals to all the women in my family who influenced me or inspired me in some way to do crafts, to do sewing, to do arts, and these are the first of them, the first 3, and there should be 2 more, which I will share with you as soon as I finish them. But for now, let's have a look at those 3. Let's take a look at this one first. I named this one Mara after my great auntie, my grandmother's sister, who was a seamstress. And when I was little, during summer holidays, my grandmother would look after me, and every now and then she'd go and visit her sister and she'd take me with her. And it was such a treat being able to see a seamstress workshop in real life. That was so much fun for me, and she would always give me pieces of fabric to play with while the 2 of them talked. Sewing was a part of my early childhood and my life, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing and creating with fabric. These journals are a collection of all the things that we've done in the last few months. Ephemera and papers and jelly prints, and you will probably recognize some of the things that we've done together, such as this page here. It was such a joy working with these. I could just relax and add as much lace as I wanted to. I don't put that much lace, I think, in my journals, but this one and the other 2 were calling for it. Everything was allowed. It's just such a feel-good journal because I could put lace, I could put fabric and have bright colors and something different from what I normally do. As you can see, I've included one of the recipe cards for dies and this lace card. After the previous video, I asked you if there was something that you would want me to do a tutorial on. So far it seems that the lace cards and the recipe cards are something that most of you would like to see a tutorial on, so I will do my best to do it soon. Okay, let's have a look what's in here. It's one of the pattern papers with a napkin, a bookmark with lace. What do we have inside? Some papers, just some papers. This is from a sewing magazine, and that's a pattern paper, a printable of pattern paper, but nonetheless I printed it on tracing paper to make it more fun. Lots of writing space in these journals, also lots of dyed papers and some of the digital kits, mostly my own. I think I have a few things from other people. I will link down below. I think I have some of Tracie Fox's digitals used here. We've done this in the video. these altered envelopes. Let's see what's inside here. Okay, another lace card. This is a pattern that was painted with acrylics and stamped, and this card with 6 different little tags that can be cut and used throughout the journal for different things, for decoration. I love how that paper turned out. And that one, that's actually from my steampunk collection, but it just looked really well in this journal because it's not just sewing, it's a little bit of that vintage look to it. In some parts I've used those digitals that are more like vintage fashion. There's that lace card here with the pocket, one of the laminated fabric specimens, fabric swatches, and that's an altered clothing tag. I love how these colors work together. And one of the dresses, we've done this in a video together. I will link down all the videos, all the tutorials that I've done with you guys, such as that one. I love how this tag turned out. I was just playing with little scraps of fabric, and I used a hexagon die cut on these fabrics, and then I glued them all onto craft paper and cut them out. It looks like a flower, and I love the colors. There's a doily specimen and an envelope. What do we have in here? Okay. All right, we have 2 little spool tags and some small hexagons cut from fabric that can be used to make a little flower, such as that one. Okay, enough pieces to make a little flower. Put that there. There's some waxed pattern paper. This is from a crafting magazine. I had a few of those. I remember a few years ago I was traveling from Australia to Europe. I forgot to bring a book with me, so at the airport I went to a bookshop and they had these quilting magazines. It was a pack of 3 for like a few dollars, and I've been using a lot of these magazines in my sewing journals. That's a little card from one of my first digital kits that I've done a few years ago. Paris fashion. Oh, remember these folios that go in the middle of the signature. Okay, there's a little index card and some papers. This was dyed with avocado and that was dyed with coffee, and a little heart charm here. Let's close that. It's always such a good feeling when you complete a project, isn't it? At least it is for me, because all that pressure builds up as you work, especially the last phase when you actually put everything together. I find that a little bit more intense, but once it all fits together, it makes me so happy. This is original piece of ephemera that I laminated. It's from 1952 International Dance Tournament in Frankfurt. I love her dress. Okay, this is a tag for writing, a little tag as well. Alright. This little lady here, that is from Tracie Fox's digital. I've forgotten the name of it. It was a few years ago that I bought it. I will look and I will try to link it down below. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Okay. All right. We have another piece of original ephemera. I love that tag here with those little hexes. Interesting. We've done this together, didn't we? Spool tags. And of course my certificate of authenticity. And come to the end. What do we have here? A few goodies. There's a charm with a dress. Then we have a bookmark with a button. And one of those cards with an outfit. Spool tag. And some of my altered buttons in purple and green. They fit perfectly in this journal. So that is Mara. Let's have a look at Violet. This one is also very cute. And Violet, I say Violet, is the meaning of my grandmother's name. She wasn't a seamstress and she wasn't sewing, but she loved what her sister made for her, and she loved to crochet and to knit. Let's have a look what Violet has in store for us. Here's the pocket here, one of the bookmarks with a button, a recipe card for avocado dye, and again a tag with altered buttons that I've done a few years ago. Had that one left. So here we have a little flower. Something can be hanged here, like a charm or a ribbon. I left it like that on purpose. Oh, there's the certificate of authenticity. Love that paper. What do we have here? More pockets and goodies. Okay, there's a pattern paper with gold watercolor, I think. Another card with those little tags that can be cut. Pattern paper that was painted with acrylics, then stamped. A specimen card with a piece of lace. Altered clothing tag. And this is from a magazine. Fashion magazine. Oh, that's can be cut and glued somewhere. All right. A little cluster. I love these layers. Looking at these journals is just making me feel safe. As if I have all these women that were such a big part of my life, as if I have them with me again. There's a little fabric collage here. I love these fabric collages. Perhaps we can do a video on that. We've done a few similar, but I think we're due for another one. Love that page. Bit of a ruffle, and I should probably make more ruffles. I've used them all up. I made a lot last year and I've used them all, and my stash of scraps is piling up. Lots of fabric pieces. Okay, a lace card. I'm gonna do a tutorial on that, I promise, very soon. A little flower. This is just something that I was thinking of. Perhaps this can be almost like a paper clip with paper, you know, it would stand, or even a bookmark if you want it to stay on the outside like that. It's something I was experimenting with. A little tag to write on. Okay. Here's a little postcard with umbrella. This must be one of the favorite parts of this journal. I just love how this dress turned out, and it just goes so well here on this paper, and the soft muted colors. Love it. Okay, we have a large spool tag. There's a writing space on the back, and we have this one. Okay. Stamp that there. This was from a lace card collection. There's a tissue paper with the pattern information. I tried to turn it into momigami. I just crunched it up. I didn't use any oil or wax, just as it is, but it just looks really fragile now, and I love the sound it creates. Alright, we have this one. I forgot to close it. That's alright. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, this is from that magazine as well, and I love that picture of an angel there. Then there's that tracing paper or vellum, same as that dress. And I stamped the image of this old sewing machine on one of the patterns. Okay, what do we have in here? This is tissue paper that's been glued and then embossed with the pattern paper. Okay, and an index card. Let's close it now. It was actually really good that most of the ephemera and elements for these journals I've done beforehand. And when I decided to finally put it together, it was much easier than trying to come up with things from the start. Like I've done the covers beforehand, I've done the papers, the ephemera, all the bits and pieces I just had to put them together in a way that they look good. Love that flower with all different pattern papers, waxed tissue. It just looks so gorgeous. I think I'm addicted to making these paper flowers. Maybe you've noticed that some of the signature covers are lined with fabric. I've done sewing around. Tag, large one. And a card with an outfit. There's the pattern on the back. And this can be used somewhere in the journal, either as decoration or to make a belly band. So I'll put that there. And now we come to this. There's a lace card here. This is from silicone stamp packaging. Okay, I have a stamp, but this is the packaging. So I layered all three of those, and this is like a triple belly band. Just want to show you. So there's room here, there's room there, and here. Okay, quite a lot can fit in. And there's that little charm. And quite a lot of charms in these journals. Why not? I absolutely love this lace, and it fits really nicely here. Really beautiful vintage lace. Okay. There's a belly band. Just the other day, I mean, I have so many napkins, but every time I see new ones, I have to get it. So again, I bought more napkins. But these were just perfect color for these journals, so I had to. Could not resist. That's from a magazine, quilting magazine, and It just worked really well in this journal. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. Something I've done ages ago, probably 3 or even more years ago. I had one, just the right color, turned it into a belly band. Maybe I can do a few together. I've never done a tutorial on that, but perhaps it would be interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you think. There's a printable of an old postcard. That's from my Paris fashion kit. Love how that turned out. And another one of the altered envelopes. What do we have in here? Okay, page from the instruction booklet from a sewing magazine. And here. Okay, now here we have that angel, also from the magazine, but it's a large one. Really nice. And a little spool tag charm, and this one even has a sewing machine there. Nice. I love that large button and laid with some fabric. That's from the actual pattern, cover page. I think it just looks nice in here. A little charm with fabric samples. More ruffles. Each signature has at least one ruffle. And a tag with lace and some little goodies. And another bookmark with this pink lace. Same lace here, charm with samples. And what do we have in here? We have pattern printed on tracing paper, a tag, and a little glassine bag with some goodies inside. This is waxed paper. We've done that in a video together. More of these ladies from Tracie Fox's digital, and some buttons and little spool tags that I cut out from paper scraps using my scissors die cutting machine. These can be used throughout the journal to decorate it. Alright, so that is Violet. I hope you like Violet. And we have one more, Rosa, named after my paternal grandmother, Rosa. And Rosa used to love embroidery and crochet and sewing. And I was lucky to be able to keep her sewing machine. You know, one of the old ones that could run without electricity. I still have it. We have a spool tag, a bookmark, and one of the napkins. I really love that lace. Even that lace looks so much like her. I think she had a lamp, remember, in her room that had lace. You know, one of those old lamps. Oh, love that dress. That's a bag with a dress, so things can be put inside. I put this flippy tag. And over here again we have a pocket, a napkin, and a card with some altered buttons. Goes perfectly well with the rest of the colors. I tried to match my nails with those journals, so I painted them in purple, although this is a bit dark, but it's good enough, I guess. Okay, love that. This is from a chocolate wrapping paper, that gold. The rest is all pattern paper. We have some pictures here and one of those cards from Tracie Fox's digital. That's from my French lace collection, the green one. Forgot to mention earlier. Okay, let's have a look. This one again, we have a page from the instruction booklet. This way. I love cutting out these little dresses and using them to decorate tags or cards. I love that one. What do we have in here? Also, a few pieces from a pattern. This one has pattern markings, description of what they mean. Just interesting information. There are probably other things that can be included in sewing journal, but this is what I've come up with for now. Perhaps next time I'll think of something more. All right, we have a little tag here, and this is a jelly print done with fabric. We've done that, was it last year or the year before that? There is a video on that. Waxed paper. It says create, and I love that ruffle there. The colors are so nice. Okay, this is also from a lace collection, I think. Tea dyed, I think that's what it's called. Okay, a blueberry recipe card. Fabrics, a tag, and altered clothing tag. And now we come here. I just love how this turned out. That lace just fit perfectly. 3 of these circles cut. You know, sometimes you have to cut across, but this was a perfect fit, so I thought it should go here. And there's a little collage here. Right, let's have a look. There's a pocket there. And in this waxed paper glassine bags, apart from that collage, there are 2 fabric collages. These can be glued or sewn onto a journal somewhere. And that also is a decoration, probably somewhere on the side or to make a belly band. In this journal or some other journal, doesn't matter. That's from the magazine. Okay. Love that pattern paper with the napkin on top and the flower. This was done with a border punch, but I kept skipping areas, so I think it looks really cute like that. Something I experimented with. Love that there next to the blue. And that's a really bright page. Love it. Turned that little ad into a pocket. Added that there. And this cluster. And that's a laminated piece of lace. This can be used to make like a specimen card. That one is nice too. Did we do this one together on the video? I think so. And then I changed it. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Okay. Skip something here. Love how that blue goes well with that blue. It's printed on tracing paper, so it's really nice. Makes a nice sound. Love that. I think there's instructions on how to make these pocket full of pegs. I love the idea. So cute. All right. Here we have a large tag with those hexes and one of the lace window tags. And one more signature to go. Love that fabric collage there. And this one, layered doily, and 2 more layers of fabric to create a flower. There's that lace card from last week. And that collage there serves as a pocket as well. You can see I've only glued it there, so I can put this inside like that. I like when even pictures or collages have a second purpose. Apart from being nice to look at, sometimes it's nice if they can actually be a pocket or a tuck spot. Okay, let's have a look at this folio. What do we have in here? Okay, another dress, piece of pattern paper that's been altered with tissue paper, and we have that one, a tag with a laminated doily. It serves as a paper clip too. Hidden writing spot, a little doily from Steffi. Thank you, Steffi. Okay, come here. There's the certificate of authenticity, and I love this. I've done this probably 4 years ago, and I had one left. This is packaging that's been altered with fabric packaging from, I think, cream cheese or something like that. You know, one of those half circles. And I used to use them a lot in the journals, but found one and it was a perfect match for this one. Love this here. 3 eyelets, 3 holes with 3 different laces, and that one. And this one, I was thinking of turning that into a belly band, but then I decided to turn it into a book bag. Love it, with those die cut paper buttons. They were all cut from my jelly prints. There's the tag, ready to go written on. So, and what do we have here? There's that little dangle with fabric samples, napkin, paper to write on, more paper, and this tag with lace. Done this also a few years ago, 2 years ago I think, with envelope punch board. There's a video on that as well. Now we've seen all 3 journals. Don't have any more for sale for you. All I have is 3 more journal covers. Just quickly show you. They're still in my Etsy shop. They are ready to be filled. If you like the look of these fabric journals and you're not that confident to make one yourself, I've made a few and there's only those 3 left. Okay, and there's this one. And it has a beautiful fabric on the inside. Alright, so they are ready to be decorated and bound. No papers. This one is slightly bigger than those 2, as you can see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. and I hope you got lots of ideas and inspiration. This was a fun journey and experiment for me, these journals. I honestly didn't think I will have this much fun, and I think I'm going to keep going. I have 2 more to complete, but I don't know how long it will take me. Whatever it takes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.